We just looked at Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night painting, and what we want to do is take his idea of that Starry Night painting and kind of give it a modern twist and put our own elements into the elements that he had in the Starry Night. So we had some basic things. We had something really big right here. We have a horizon line that's kind of like rolling hills. We have the moon. And we have some small things down here. And I believe that steeple of that church comes up above the horizon line a little bit. And then in the sky, we have stars. And billowing, swirling stars. So how can we make this something new and modern? Well, we're going to start by using this setup, and we are going to have a starry sky, but instead of a big tree here, I want you to make something else here that's big. Make your own small things here, but then we're going to kind of copy his sky to get a nice night sky. But definitely the moon right there. So we have something really big. So you could put a building here. You could make your own type of tree. I'm going to make a person, and they're going to be really close. So I'm going to make them big. So the person in my picture is going to be very big. So I'm going to have their head here, and I'm going to have their arms outstretched. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Actually, I'll shrink that head down. And I'll tune this up once I turn it over, but for now, I'm going to just kind of set it up. Alright, so here's my person. And I'll put a face on them when I turn my paper over. Alright. And then here's my horizon line. So I'm going to make my horizon line mountains. So instead of a curvy line, I'm making a zigzag line. There. It's like a mountain range back here. And between me and the mountains, you could have all sorts of things. I think I'll make a little... Oh, I'll make it like a campground. So I'll make some little camp buildings. One that's a little closer to me. Put some more details in it since it's close. Put a little window there. And so anything that's on this line is as big as me. Anything that's on this line, that's my scale. Anything that's on this line is smaller. It's kind of medium. So the further back I go, the smaller it should get. So if I had a building way back here, it might be this big. Alright, and then I need my moon. So I want to make a crescent moon. So that's just a partial moon. So I need to draw a circle first so I can get the right curve, and then I'll draw my moon there, and then I can erase that line. And I'll put some little try to make these more random little dots. And flip it over, write my name on the back. Now I'm ready to watercolor. We're going to do this in 2 steps. We're going to use watercolor paint, and then we're going to let it dry. Then we're going to go back over it with tempera paint. So watercolor paint is transparent. That means you can see through it, or you should be able to see through it if you use it correctly. Tempera paint is not transparent. That means you really shouldn't be able to see through it. It's opaque. Opaque means it's not see-through. So since this is just my first layer of paint, I don't want to put in lots of details. I just want to put in color. So for my sky, it's nighttime, but I don't want to paint it black. If I paint it black, it's not going to look very good. See, black is just, it's too black. If you ever look at the sky at night, unless if the moon's not out, it might look black, but it still has color in it. So I'm going to put actually purple or violet in with my black. Otherwise, it's going to be too black. Actually, I want to do something else too. I'll take back what I did. I want to make a little frame around my picture before I start drawing. So since you're going to see this whole video, the reason why I want to do that is so I don't have to paint to the edge. That way I have my little border. So I'll keep this all inside this edge now. So I'm going to go with the violet first. Trace that line out, give me a little frame to paint in. Now remember, we're going to go over this again. I touched a little black on there now. A deep, dark violet color. Now if I do the black first, it's harder to see the violet. But if I do violet first, it's easier to see that there's some violet. Oh, yeah, I got it. Now the stars, I should be able to see where I put stars, and we'll just make the stars with the tempera paint. So we'll use white and yellow tempera paint to make our stars. Black. I'm going to pause this while I work on it. You are going to just fill all these in. So I'm going to make dark purple. I'll make this, I think I'll go like a yellow. And I do want to keep that showing a little bit. So I think I got to figure out how I'm going to handle that. I'll make these a different color than the sky. I might just go black here. And then I'll give my person some basic colors and the buildings and the ground. But I don't want the ground to be the same, as dark as the sky. Remember, we're going to go back over everything with tempera paint.